the agenda. Okay, how about privilege of the floor? Would anybody like to talk about anything in the agenda? Okay, then we'll go to old business, and there is none.
Hey, oh God.
And then we'll go to new business.
We'll get through this before Joe gets here.
Oh, no.
We, Lou, you want to go through this one, if you would?
Oh, okay, yes. As of today, we're accepting the resignation of Deborah Solomon from the Joint Senior Commission. She served on the commission for 2 or 3 years. She says it's a little bit of conflict, and she'd like to be there more, but because she can't, she'd rather just resign. So I told Ellen to get her resignation. She put it in writing, and I'd just like to make sure somebody from town hall can write her a letter of thank you for her serving on the commission. And we need to, that is a town-appointed position, so the town will need to come up with a new person to represent. And I do have 1 or 2 names, but as of right now, tonight, we're just going to accept the resignation.
Okay. Would someone like to make a motion then? We accept the resignation of Deborah Solomon from the Joint Senior Commission effective March 10, 2010.
So moved.
Second.
Any discussion? I will see that we get a letter to her thanking her for her service. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Yes.
Motion carries. Approval of minutes, there are none. Finance. I don't have the most recent.
This one came out, I found it.
Okay, yeah. Finance. Would someone like to make a motion to authorize the supervisor to pay manual accounts payable check runs of 3/4/2010 amounting to $3,627.96, and accounts payable computer check run of 3/11/2010 amounting to $121,746.02, and escrow check run of 3/11/2010 amounting to $2,629.78.
So moved. Second.
Any discussion? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Now we're at privileges floor at the end of the meeting. Does anybody have anything else they'd like to talk about?
Is there any resolutions that you were going to prepare that you will take care of Monday? Nothing on my mind, no?
Yeah, I don't have the minutes from Monday with me, but not that I recall. No.
I think there was only one thing, but you said we didn't need a resolution. You said
Okay.
it was something that was brought up, but I think you said we didn't need it for that particular item.
Okay.
There's a number of things we're going to be discussing in executive session.
Right.
No,
We got to
I'll
really,
be till midnight.
and we did many
Oh,
things,
11:30 or 11:30.
and we accomplished many things on Monday night
Yeah.
that were all finished and done. Okay. With that then, would someone like to make a...
Could I just want to
Sure,
give
please.
2 cents on one issue, if I may,
Yeah.
because I wasn't here Monday night, but thanks to some nice people in the community, I did get a chance to watch TV Monday, and it was very well presented, and I support you 100%. But I just wanted to thank Doug Bloomfield and this whole town board for actually sticking to the subject. They didn't go in tangents, and they stayed focused on the issue, and I'm proud of that. And to my colleague to my right, Lou, the community should know, did a tremendous job during the negotiations. Both of you. He did his homework, him and the professionals, presented it in a wonderful way, and it's unfortunately the stand is a stand, but I'm very proud of this board and Lou and the professionals, because it wasn't an easy issue to address. It's a hard decision. It's going to affect people, but he stayed the course. He did a very professional job. I want to thank him for that. And I got to give plug to Carrati. Not that I agree with everything that he says, but he has continually met with Doug and I informally. He wants to continue to get the negotiations back on the table, and I'll give him credit for that. Don't always agree with what he has to say, but he is he's trying anyway.
Good.
That's it.
Thank you, Ken.
Thank you very much, Ken. Appreciate it.
I gave you a thanks.
In that regard, I think Ken and I did meet with Mr. Roddy, who is in charge of the sewer, and we're going forward from the town perspective for stimulus money. Been working hard on this to do a lot of work on repairs to resolve our I&I problem, inflow and infiltration. And we talked to Mr. Roddy yesterday that we would like to work with him on this as well and extend that to the village on part of the pipe that we both use. And so he'll be, and you know, so it was a very amenable group. We're going to, you know, if it all comes to pass, there's a lot of work to do on that on behalf of the village, so we'll see. But anyway, we're trying to work on continuing to whatever helps the community in regard to sewer. In other words, we don't take things personally. We just got to keep moving in the right direction, whatever that may be. Okay, would someone like to make a motion that we adjourn the meeting, going into executive session with the intent not to return, to talk about Owens Road potential litigation status, ADC potential litigation status, Hendler tax certiorari, Time Warner cable contract renewal, and a personnel case. Actually, there's two personnel cases we'd like to talk about. Is there anybody else has anything that in that regard?
I might like to talk about the potential litigation of Victoria landfill. I'd like to get an update on that and
Okay.
strategy.
Oh,
So moved.
oh, is there a second?
I'll second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Wait, what about Joel? We gonna interrupt our executive?
Motion-
Joel,
motion carries.
We're officially closed.
This has to be the shortest town board meeting I've ever attended.
This is a story when,
Let me get this out of the way.
This
This isn't part of the regular meeting, though.
When I read about Bank of America and the problem where people were stealing the IDs and different things, in 1958, when I was 16 years old, I worked at Strong Structure. And I came in on an evening at 6 o'clock. I would work between 6 and 10 in the evening. This particular day I came in and I noticed all these plain cars, they all looked alike with whip antennas in the back. And when I go into the store, I see all these men in felt hats and suits, and they're looking and measuring and doing all these things. And what is going on? So, about 7 or 8 o'clock, they left. So I went to Mr. Strong and said, "Who are those people? What is it?" "Oh, well, they're in the FBI." "Yeah?" He said, "What?" I said, "What happened?" Someone broke in, they went down behind the store, broke in the wooden door to the basement, had their own ladder, went all the way up to the attic. And this is back before power saws in 1958. Had a slate roof, and they jumped up there and they cut a hole in the roof. Took the ladder, went up through the hole, went up in the roof, went over to the bank at that time. I think it was the Goshen Savings Bank, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Cut a hole in the roof, went down on the same ladder, blew the night depository, went off with all the checks and stuff, and they've never been caught. And then, and of course they were all there to. So when I saw that the bank it went right back to the. So and then they had that same bank in the same village twice involved in illegal action. Wow. That was the Overly Hills guy. Good story. Yes. So that's my story tonight. Next thing I got a better one.
I bet you the police were distracted by that woman in the shorts.
Yes, that's right.
Oh, you guys came in and did all that work?
She got a ticket.
Yeah, I won't put I will get her DNA and check. By distraction.
Good story.
That's a good one, Joe.
Okay. 1958, huh? 1958 when I was 16 years old. Because you had to be 16 to work there. Shortly after I got my job.
That's a terrific
Now,
story.
if that camera was off, I'd tell you another one.